Hey guys, so today we are going to be learning about primary colors, secondary colors, and tertiary colors. And we're doing that and we're going to do a balloon painting. So to start out, you will need your watercolor, paintbrush, sponge, a pencil, and some water, and I think that's it. Oh, and some colored pencils, but that doesn't come in until the end. And so we start out by doing a very light sketch. As you can see, I did mine pretty light, and even in areas that were too dark, I erased it a little bit because with watercolor, it's a lot harder to cover up lines and our mistakes. And so we want to be very light when we sketch out our outline. And yeah, so I started out, and we want to do 7 balloons. And we want them to be overlapping in 2 areas, except for the first and last one. They'll only overlap once. And so when we do this, we are going to go in color order. So we'll start out by doing the main balloons. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then red again, because red has to mix with 2. It'll be more clear once you see the finished picture. So I'm going to let you guys sketch that out, and then we'll get painting. So I started by painting in the primary colors, which are red, yellow, blue, and this one will be red also, but I'm not doing that until the end. And so red, yellow, and blue, they're called primary colors because you can't make them. You cannot use any 2 colors together to get red, yellow, or blue. It's physically impossible. And they are the colors that make up secondary colors. So when you mix 2 primary colors, yellow, blue make green. And then red, yellow make orange, and blue and purple, or blue and red make purple. And so, yeah, so that is our primary and secondary colors. So I'm going to fill those in next. And a little tip when you're painting with watercolor, especially something translucent like a balloon, I have chosen to make the right side of the balloon a little bit darker with my shading so that it just gives it a little bit more of a realistic look, gives it a little more form instead of looking so flat when all of it is the same amount of color. So, okay, now that we have all of our secondary colors, which are orange, green, and purple, and then our second red balloon, we are going to work on what's called tertiary colors. And tertiary colors are when a primary color, like red, and a secondary color, like purple, mix. So that's what all of these blank spaces are. So this one, which is between red and orange, would be red-orange. Then the orange and yellow, yellow-orange, so on. It's pretty much just a combination of the 2 colors that are next to each other. So now you guys are going to do that. And you'll probably notice you don't have all of these colors on your palette. I forget how many are exactly on there, but I know that you guys don't have these. It's mainly just primary and secondary colors. So what you do to mix them is, see, if I was going to do red-orange, I would take only a tiny bit of the darker color, just barely put that in, and then get a lot more of the lighter color, the orange, and just mix until you are satisfied with your color. Put a little bit more red in, because we want it to look like they're actually overlapping. Okay. And so if I wanted to do that, I might put a little bit more red on this side to give it that shadow. So there is a red-orange, and then what's another one? I'll do the blue-green. So I'll just take a little bit of blue. Get that lightly over. A little bit more blue. Oops, that barely got any. Okay. And then green. And you mix it. And so you'll do that with the other colors. And if you need help, there is the color chart on the wall you can reference, and you can ask me if you also have any questions. Okay, now that I have added in my tertiary colors, this is what it should look like. And now you will go grab, once you're at this point, you'll go grab your colored pencils and you will trace your balloon lines with the right color. So here is my final product. You can arrange the balloons any way you want on your paper as long as the color order is the same. And it could be horizontal, you can do them this way. So yeah, that's kind of up to you, but the subject matter, we are doing the same this week. Okay,